Hello dear brothers and sisters in Christ. I'm making a series of videos concerning the tactics that Muslim people will use for what they call apostates to come into submission to Islam. And I went to this page and I was actually going to find some tactics of speech when they speak against you. They will turn every conversation where you have the ultimate truth from the Bible into another question to you, or question that will undermine you as a person and your credibility, because this is what they do. They do not listen. They do not want to listen. They want to be victorious in their debate. And this is the only thing you will experience when you are talking to a Muslim. They will try to have you submit, and if they have to go around the topic of where they want to lead you, they will do that for hours and hours and hours until you get tired. So you as a Christian need to know that when you are debating a Muslim, he will not want to listen, but you will have to stand firm in your faith. You will have to stand against the evil and wickedness of the spirit of Islam, because it is a spirit that you are not debating but fighting. It is a spirit that is talking in and through this person without even knowing. And I have come to know that these spirits will attach to you from early childhood. And if you let them in, they will try to get a stronghold in you. And this is what is happening to the children of Islam, because from the age of 2, they will be taking to meetings, great meetings where these Muslim people meet to discredit Jews and Christians and other apostates, but mostly Jews and Christians. And I'm going to make a video later that will give you an insight to this. But I'm going to make this video a little later because I think that this one is very important as well. So I'm going to read this for you. From Civilist Defenders: the death of liberty begins with submission. So he says, freedom will be killed with submission. And this is what they are trying to do. They are trying to get us to submit to Allah and to their Prophet. 4 stages of Islam conquest. Stage 1, infiltration. Muslims begin moving to non-Muslim countries in increasing numbers, and the beginning of cultural conflicts are visible, though often subtle. First, migration wave to non-Muslim host country, and we had that, I think, was it 2 years ago, where Muslims in very great numbers moved through Germany because they were not accepted there, they say, and they were walking on motor roads. I don't know what you call them, but they were walking there, and people could not be driving there when they were coming from Germany through Denmark and then went on to Sweden and Norway. And in Sweden, they had to stop the migration. It was just, it was really, it was huge in that way that you knew as a Christian what was going on. You knew that they were coming to infiltrate your country, to overtake the country and to put it under submission. You just knew that. So then they appeal for humanitarian tolerance from the host society, and then attempts to portray Islam as peaceful and Muslims as victims of misunderstanding and racism, even though Islam is not a race. High Muslim birth rate in host country increase Muslim population. How sad for the women. Mosques used to spread Islam and dislike of host country and culture. Calls to criminalize Islamophobia as a hate crime. Threatened legal action for perceived discrimination. Offers of interfaith dialogue to indoctrinate non-Muslims. And this is where it gets ugly, because they will accuse you of all things under the sun, and they will not want to listen. And if they do not succeed in converting in that way and bringing people under submission, they will make terror, because that is what they do. And when they act in terror, and it's called jihad in the Quran, you will be praised when you allegedly come to their heaven, because the more people you kill, the more victorious and the more you will earn your way into heaven, and even have some sort of reward when you come to heaven. So this is why you have to know that they come to debate to bring you under submission, and they are not peaceful, because they will do everything. They will even kill themselves to defeat you. How many nations are suffering from Islamic infiltration? 1. A handful. Nearly every nation. The Islamic leadership of the Muslim Brotherhood and others wish to dissolve each nation's sovereignty and replace it with the global imposition of Islamic Sharia law. Sharia law, based on the Quran, Sirah, and Hadith, condemns liberty and forbids equality, as is inconsistent with the laws of all Western nations. As the author and historian Serge Trifkovic states, the refusal of the Western elite class to protect their nations from jihadists' infiltration is the biggest betrayal in history. So this is what they are doing, and I know for a fact that if you have to put numbers on how much they regard themselves and others around them as having worth is that a Muslim man will have the worth of 100%, and the worth of a Muslim woman will have 50%, and then of an apostate man will have the worth of 10%, and a woman of an apostate, in their view, will have 0% worth. So 0% respect for women. This is what they're doing. And I'm going to find a video as well that describes when you are debating with a Muslim, oftentimes they will be in greater numbers than you, because they know, or the spirit in them knows, that they need more spirits to trod a Christian underfoot. So this is what they are doing to make you submit to them. And I am not going against the people, because the people are deceived. They are our enemies, but we are to pray for our enemies, and we are to give them the grace of God, the grace of Jesus in truth, but still in all humbleness. Because if we do not do it out of humbleness, if we are not humble, and humble doesn't mean that we bow ourselves to them, but being humble is to get rid of the flesh when debating or talking to them, because it has to be the Spirit of God that is calling them 100%, not you. You cannot do it. I tried to just a year ago to go to a Muslim group and to give them the Bible in Arabic, but as I know, you do not have another word for God than Allah in their Bible at the moment. So this is why they call God Allah still. I want to make this video for the already born again saints, but also as to say that we know what is going on. We know the spirit that is talking in and through people, and we need to be consistent in trying the spirits. Right now we have someone coming from a Muslim society, but he was born in Denmark, he says. I cannot know. But he's coming to the church, and he was writing on our board, "No man's land." And I was asking to the Spirit why it was that he chose this word, and he was so confused and didn't know what to say. But I know that my sister in Christ, she knew what was going on, and she was saying the same thing. Why did you write this on the board? And he didn't give an answer. And some that might not understand that all Muslims are to defend the Quran and their prophet Muhammad will think that it is because they are confused and they do not know where they stand. And the time is up, so thank you all for listening. God bless you all, and see you in the next video. Bye.